Emma Carter grew up in a small, neglected neighborhood in Detroit. The streets around her were lined with crumbling houses, and opportunities seemed like a distant dream. Her parents worked tirelessly, but life's hardships weighed heavily on the family. Emma often went to bed hungry, wearing clothes that were secondhand and patched up, while the world outside seemed to move effortlessly without her. From a young age, Emma knew she had to fight for every small victory. At school, her teachers underestimated her. "She's too quiet, too fragile to aim high," they would whisper. But inside, Emma held a fierce determination. She spent countless nights after everyone had gone to sleep, studying under the dim light of a single flickering lamp, refusing to let circumstances define her future. By the time she was 16, Emma faced a challenge that would break many. Her father fell seriously ill, leaving the family financially shattered. The hospital bills stacked up, and her mother had to pick up extra shifts, leaving Emma responsible for her younger siblings. She dropped out of school temporarily, taking up a part-time job at a local diner. Each day was a battle against exhaustion and despair, but Emma refused to surrender to hopelessness. During those long hours at the diner, she noticed an old computer in the corner of the back office. One night, while wiping tables, she logged in out of curiosity. It was her first encounter with the internet. Emma discovered free online courses, tutorials, and communities of people who were learning, growing, and changing their lives. It felt like a door opening to a world she had never imagined. She started learning digital marketing, coding, and graphic design during breaks and after her shifts. Despite the crushing fatigue, Emma stayed committed. There were days when the weight of responsibility, hunger, and exhaustion made her feel like giving up. But she would look at her younger siblings and promise herself that she would create a future that they could believe in. Her mantra became, "I may be small, but my dreams are limitless." By 18, Emma had built a small freelance business online. Working late nights after her shifts, she earned just enough to help her family and invest in her own education. But success didn't come easy. Some clients were demanding and untrustworthy, sometimes refusing to pay. She faced cyberbullying from strangers who doubted her abilities, but each setback was a lesson. Emma learned resilience, negotiation, and how to turn criticism into growth. At 20, Emma applied for a scholarship at a prestigious university in New York, focusing on computer science and entrepreneurship. Her application was rejected 3 times. Each rejection felt like a personal failure, yet she refused to let it crush her spirit. She reached out to professors, sought mentorship online, and refined her portfolio tirelessly. On the 4th attempt, she was accepted, a moment that felt surreal after years of struggle. University life brought new challenges, living in a city where she knew no one, managing tuition with part-time jobs, and facing classmates from privileged backgrounds who assumed she didn't belong. But Emma's hardships had already forged her resilience. She excelled academically, often staying up until 3 a.m., debugging code or creating marketing campaigns for small businesses. Slowly, her work caught attention. Professors recommended her for internships, and she landed a role at a rising tech startup by the end of her second year. Emma's journey didn't stop there. She remembered her roots, the nights of hunger, and the lack of opportunities she'd faced. She started a nonprofit organization aimed at providing digital skills training to underprivileged youth. Through her efforts, hundreds of young people in Detroit began to learn coding, marketing, and design, skills that could transform their lives. By the age of 25, Emma had become a recognized figure in the tech community. She was invited to speak at conferences, her story of relentless perseverance inspiring countless others. Yet she remained humble, grounded by the memories of her early struggles. "It's not about where you start," she would say, "it's about how fiercely you fight to create your own path." Emma's story is a testament to the power of resilience. Life threw obstacles at her, poverty, family illness, societal doubt, but she refused to succumb. Through self-learning, determination, and unshakable willpower, she transformed adversity into a launching pad for success. Today, she isn't just a successful entrepreneur and mentor. She's a living example that even from the darkest shadows, one can rise and illuminate the path for others.